The flip side of that is this is also having impacts on petrol prices. They're through the roof. I go through petrol prices every morning on the program, Alan, and I nearly fall off my chair. Now, 44 cents of the petrol price goes to the government, and I know there is talk. Pauline Hanson's calling for it to be halved. Others are calling for it to be scrapped. But even if we do remove that 44 cents, there are concerns that that'll be absorbed in in increases almost immediately anyway.
Yes, look, this is a rather complicated argument, I have to say. I am not in favour of a draconian tax on the 44. The 44 cents is meant to be used, can you believe it, for infrastructure. Governments love petrol prices going up because when they go up, there's a flat tax on the fuel and government gets more money. Now, what has happened as you and I speak is that Boris Johnson has gone to Saudi Arabia to try and persuade Saudi Arabia to release more oil, so that, of course, all our petrol comes from crude oil, so it's got to be refined, to release more oil. Saudi Arabia, I might add, with a dreadful human rights record, they actually executed 81 citizens last Saturday. Boris, I don't know whether he's going to talk human rights to this Al Salman, the head of Saudi Arabia, but at the same time, he's asking them to release more oil. What we've got to watch here is the volatility of all of this. I think eventually someone's going to cash in on the need for more oil, and Saudi Arabia will release more oil, and therefore that will be released on the market. It'll be refined, and I think you'll find the petrol prices most probably will retire. It's not just what's happening though in Ukraine. I mean, basically there has been strong demand. One of the reasons that the government introduced a fuel tax, which is the reason they had parity pricing for oil, is that we are extravagant in our use of petrol. So people drive to the corner shop, they drive the kids to school, they drive to the tennis courts and so on, where there are other forms of transport. They drive to work when they can get public transport. So there's a very significant retail demand. And then, of course, the lower exchange rate with the US dollar pushes the petrol price up. So at the end of the day, I think we just got to hold our horses a bit here. It's really tough. The best answer, I would say, is be careful, economise, don't drive the car when you don't need to drive the car. The real issue here, though, a sad issue, is for the people in the bush, people in remote areas who can't avoid using this kind of transport, and it is biting with these people who travel long distances to actually do their business. And I know the South Australian Senator Rex Patrick has been campaigning for something to be done in relation to that. And this all pitches in, doesn't it, Stephen, to the cost of living. This is going to be a big issue at the federal election. Who can address the cost of living issues? Because it's not just petrol, it's childcare, it's private health insurance, the whole kit and caboodle, where prices are going up but wages aren't.
Alan, you can stay home and save a bit of money by watching Alan Jones Direct to the People, Monday to Thursday from 8 p.m.
Thank you. We'll be back on shortly. As you know, I've been off air with a little bit of few little problems, health problems. We'll be back on air shortly, Stephen.
Good on you, Alan. We'll talk next week.
Love to talk to you. There he is,
Thank
Stephen.
you.
Thank you.
Alan Jones, host of Alan Jones Direct to the People.